Hey everybody, this is the Killer Nacho, and today's question of the day is going to go into the politics of Pokemon, and that is, what do you feel about Latias becoming OU? Originally it was Uber, and it just got moved down to OU without, the Soul Dew recently. I personally love it, I love what it brings to the table, but here's the skit. Man, F-Raptor 1 is such a jerk. He just killed Cynthia. What the hell? Stupid F-Raptor 1. Anyway, yeah, leave a comment about whether you think Latias deserves to be OU. Personally, like I said, I love what it brings to the table. I think it's going to be an excellent addition. And here's the Roulette with Trent ROFL. And he actually gets quite unlucky in the fact that pretty much every Pokemon he gets is UU. But I leave with Breloom and he's with Entei, and that's not, great for me. So I switch out into Vaporeon and take his Fire move, and he does use the Fire Fang. And Vaporeon takes it like a beast. So obviously he's going to switch out, and he decides to go out and Eradicate. And I decided to use Wish, just to heal off any damage that Entei could do to me. What this does as well is gets me a free switch, because I didn't want to stay in and get Super Fanged on Vaporeon. I felt like going into Scizor, and it's a free switch because I used Wish. Now Eradicate used me first, so he gets the U-turn first, and he notices that I'm using U-turn, so he goes in Entei to resist the U-turn, and then I U-turn, and it doesn't do a whole lot to Entei, but at least I get a switch out after he does. So that's pretty great. So I go into Politoed, my other bulky water I happen to get, and I'm going to use Hypnosis, but I miss, and then he just roars me away, so it didn't really matter that I missed. And he roars me into Lucario. And obviously I don't want to get Fire Fanged or anything, so I go back into Vaporeon, and he's going to Will-O-Wisp, which is kind of sucky, but it's not as bad as it would have been if that went on Lucario, so it's still a good thing I switched out. And here I'm going to go with the Surf, just to get some damage. I didn't think he'd switch out, but he ends up switching out. And I hit the Hypno. And I'm going to think here that he's going to predict my switch, so I try to Wish to get a free switch, and I see the Thunder Wave, so he actually tried to predict the switch. And I really don't want him to Thunder Wave anything. Looking at my team, like, nothing is really that great being Thunder Wave. So I decided to stay in and Surf. I don't know if this Hypno can really hurt Vaporeon. And he's continuing to try to predict my switch with Thunder Wave. And he's actually going to let me kill his Hypno because he tries to keep predicting my switch. He's actually yelling me on MSN right now, saying, "Switch! God damn it, switch!" But, I'm not that stupid, Trent. So I'm just going to finish him off with Surf, and you waste a Hypno trying to predict a switch. And, ha 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 for you, Trent. I didn't give it to you. So I do KO the Hypno, and that critical hit was pointless, didn't matter. And, he's thinking about what he wants to send in, and eventually he does decide to send in, the Jumpluff. And I have Ice Beam on this Vaporeon, so I decided to just go for it. I'm already burned, so he can't use Sleep Powder or something, so I decided to go for the Ice Beam, but he does get the Leech Seed on me, and that's going to hurt Vaporeon a lot, being Leech Seeded and burned. But seeing as Jumpluff is ×4 weak to Ice, I do get the one-hit KO with the Ice Beam. And that's awesome. Vaporeon is an amazing bulky water. And he goes back and Eradicate and Super Fangs me. And I'm just going to Wish to get a free switch later, like my next Pokemon. And after the Super Fang, which halves my current HP and the Leech Sheet and the Burn, Vaporeon is pretty low, and I have to switch. And I'm going to switch in my other bulky water, and that's Politoed, as he returns, which does about half damage, but the Wish heals it off, so that's awesome. And Politoed is going to sit here and put his Raticate to sleep with Hypnosis, and that's what I do. Now Raticate's asleep, and he does get half my health with Super Fang, but that's doesn't really matter. So he goes in Entei on my Surf, so not a very good prediction on his part, and his Entei does actually survive the Surf with a few hit points, but he's not going to survive another surf, so, kind of really a moot point there. He does get the Stone Edge off. That does do some damage to Politoed, but, man, you can't hurt Politoed. It's just a cute little toad. Look at it. Look at its one little cute hair on the top. I mean, it's just so cute. You can't hurt something that's cute. So he goes into Abomasnow. And, Abomasnow does set up the hail, and I'm just thinking he's going to kill me. So I go with the Toxic to give it a parting gift, but he just Leech Seeds me, and that's okay. I don't really mind Leech Seed, because now I can just switch out. And, his Abomasnow is poisoned. So, you know, that makes it a little less useful than it was before. And I'm going to switch out, and I decide to switch out into Scizor, because I can hurt him with either U-turn or Bullet Punch. And I'm thinking he probably will switch out, so I decide to go for the U-turn, but he actually doesn't. He lets me, you know, kill his Abomasnow. So that was rather curious. I don't know why he doesn't switch out here, especially because he protects and sees the U-turn, and he still decides not to switch out. I guess, well, he didn't really have anything to resist the U-turn anymore, but still, he sacrificed Abomasnow there, and even though he knew I was locked in a U-turn. So I do get the U-turn, and I go into Snorlax, and here's where the joke comes in with the, maybe the skit 2 days ago. I forgot I didn't post this battle yet, and, I'm going to eat Trent with the Snorlax. Snorlax is yummy. Snorlax is like, Trent, and he's just going to eat the rest of Trent's team. That's why the joke is funny. I realized the joke wasn't understood, and this is because I didn't post this battle yet. So, pretty much, he can't really do anything at this point, and I'm going to eat the rest of his team with Snorlax. I get one curse off, he's still asleep, I'm going to Body Slam, and that kills the Raticate, and he has one Pokemon left, and that Pokemon is Glaceon, and that's not going to hurt Snorlax either because of Snorlax's Thick Fat. Blizzard, unless Blizzard freezes, it's not going to really hurt Snorlax at all. And as you can see, it does maybe 60 damage. Oh mo, 60 damage to my almost 500. And so that doesn't do a whole lot. And he actually gets the critical hit on the next Blizzard, but doesn't matter at all, because that's, what, 120 damage then? Whatever. And I finish it off with Body Slam. So, good game, Trent. I did get quite a bit better Pokemon, and rate, comment, subscribe, guys.